Good evening, folks. Zach Cross here with the censored version of this update and report. I'd like you to go ahead and look at Straight Out of Yuba and this YouTube channel to see the uncensored version if you want. It's probably a lot more entertaining and what you guys seem to like the best. However, I'm making this a video for censored type Facebook groups so I don't get those activists in trouble who run them. So here it is. I have had many people, including elected officials, ex-supervisor candidates, cults that seem to have child molesting and tax evasion as part of their sacrament, and lots of other people try to scare me with lawsuits over the years. So I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about lawsuits because the most recent version, people claim the construction company that did that slurry job in Plumas Lake should possibly sue me for slander. Well, let's talk about lawsuits. If somebody were to go out there, say somebody who needed money right now, or in the immediate future, and they were to trip over those grooves and ridges in that asphalt, or ride their bike and hit the groove or ridge just the wrong way and fall over and hurt themselves, or, God forbid, somebody's in one of those motorized wheelchairs and hits that just wrong and, maybe they get stuck and can't move, or a car speeding, somebody on a cell phone or something hits them, that could be a big lawsuit, and not only against the county, but the construction company. Now, let's talk about some other topics, like how many times these supervisors go against the voters and believe that they are above the Constitution. Let's go ahead and talk about how we need to bring Newsmax, Fox News, and One American News into this community to start bringing light. I'm tired of these neoconservatives trying to act like they're Republican just to get elected. I'm not Republican or Democrat. I'm an American. At least I admit it. I don't tell you lies and BS to get elected. Personally, I don't care if I get elected or not. It is you people who want me to run, and it's probably because I don't care what people think about me, just doing the right thing. So I want to put together a group of 14 people, including myself, to start documenting stuff that we already know has happened. And I want to make basically all of the reporting, all of the research there for these news programs to come up here. And I think we're going to see a lot more of what we want once we start front rowing them. The Measure K stuff alone, then you've got the Magnolia Ranch, you've got cannabis where they thwarted the right to referendum. You've got so many times Charlie Matthews' water initiative where Randy Fletcher and the others would collude against the voters of Yuba County to stop an initiative, which, by the way, I ran the signature gathering. Here's a little something that hasn't been made public too often. We had every signature we ever needed to get that to pass. It's just, sadly, Yuba Water Agency wanted to run a $20 million lawsuit against Charlie Matthews, where Charlie would have had to probably spend that money to win our rights back, and who's got that money laying around? So I think these are things news outlets want to hear about. Maybe that skate park money from Tony Hawk. Somebody was quizzing me up on that before, just this week. Let's get together and let's start documenting this stuff and doing our research so we can just hand it over to them and let them do the reporting. All right, folks, have a great day. Sure would have been nice if the county would have just given that Measure K money to law enforcement and the fire department like they said they would.